Hello, Citizens Media. My name is Melissa Demian. I am here as a district delegate from Ventura County, California, and I am live at the Bernie Sanders rally here at the Democratic National Convention. We're just getting ready to go here. So wanted to say a quick hello. We're looking for some seats up front so you guys can get a front row action to what's about to happen next. Should be really interesting. Might try coming over here. Here's my new good friend from Citizens Media. Hey there. What's up?
So you're Melissa from California, right?
I'm Melissa from California. This is Jeff Epstein.
I'm Jeff from New Jersey. If there was no traffic, I'm 25 minutes across the river, but I had to pay $469 for a hotel, just like everybody else.
That's crazy, except we paid $720.
Every night?
Yeah, every night. Yeah.
I thought $469 was hard.
No. California hotel is like $700 a night.
There's going to be a very important organization coming
the downtown Marriott.
The Sanders campaign that you're going to hear
Well,
more
you're getting
about.
more screwed than we are.
Yeah, so I do have a GoFundMe page. If you're watching, help me out because I'm only 50% funded, so I have a big line of credit going. But
Say what it is.
I'll post a link. I don't have it on hand. It is a generosity account, so it's different than GoFundMe because it's platform fee free, which is exciting.
All right, so we'll post it later.
All right.
So we're counting on you to help us make this as successful as possible by signing
Super
up.
exciting.
There's some launch events. We don't have a but we will be announcing a date very soon. So we encourage you to fill out as much of this as you possibly can.
All right, so I gotta sign off for a minute since there's nothing really going on. Bye, Jeff.
See ya. Just be careful with cell service is so rough that you may want to just stay online. So that there's a risk. Do what you feel is best. But with all these people trying to do what we're doing, so just consider.
Good plan. Okay, so maybe I'll just stay on. I also should find a seat.
Some of our best volunteers and supporters who have done so much for this campaign.
Melissa is our
So if
newest
you're just walking in,
correspondent.
make sure you get a form.
We're really happy to
Make
have
sure
her.
that
She
you
has
get
a
a
Periscope
pen.
feed, which we'll tell
Start
you about
filling it
later.
out. We're
And
going
if
to
you
be
want to help out
launching
Citizens Media, if you're on the
formally
floor, if you're a delegate,
an organization
go
you
to
probably read a little bit about so far.
facebook.com/citizensmedia.tv. Let us know, share what we have,
The
maybe
legacy of
consider
this campaign,
live streaming yourself.
making
Thanks.
sure that we're fighting for every single issue that we still care about, that we're not going to give up on. We're going to make sure that we are going to stop the TPP and pass tuition-free college and do all of the other really important things that this campaign has been about through this organization, and we need your help to do it.
You guys, I'm still here. It's gonna be rocky here for a minute.
More about this from Bernie in just a few minutes. So come on and take a seat and fill it out so we can make this as successful as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Katrina. Hey, how are you? Good. Everyone, this is passing live from Citizens Media. Hi, guys. Hey. She's a fantastic delegate from California. She's on the Rules Committee. Thanks so much for all that you've been doing.
Yeah, of course.
Here.
I found you.
This is Natalie, live scoping. Hey.
Hi. I'm also live scoping. We're live.
Hey.
This is like a live scoping.
This is
right now.
Inception right here.
Yeah, right here. It is indeed.
I just hooked up with Citizens Media, so we got some Facebook happenings going on.
They almost did like stand up here. We had to like fight them. Okay. Well, we're gonna play yelling pizza. Yeah, I'm yelling. I got a call. I have a pretty yelling for Bobby, who's getting from the middle school. I do. It's all, but it's like as far as I don't know if that's
I was gonna say, do you think we're able to do this? Okay, so for now, until they tell me to leave, I'm just gonna stand up here. So Not sure if they're going to be speaking about the leaks. Really, we don't know what they're going to be talking about. All we were told is that Bernie will be meeting with his delegates. So there will be at least 1,900 of us here in the room, and then some alternates, I'm sure. But yeah, don't know what he's going to talk about. No idea. It's going to be a big surprise. I kind of hope we all march into the convention together. I think it would be a huge show of unity, that we're all, in this fight for the progressive issues that we fought so hard for, not just for the last, campaign cycle, but well beyond that.
Lack of communication out there, it's insane.
It's totally insane. Apparently there's a lack of communication.
Figuring out where you need to go is impossible.
So, let's see. Very small and a very large room. This whole thing is going to fill up. There were, I don't know, I want to say 3,000 people waiting out there.
Thousands, definitely
Thousands waiting outside.
Yeah.
Wow. So, not sure. But.
And I wonder, there was a lot of controversy with this. There was a lot of controversy with this. There was a lot of stress. Are you in the official Facebook delegate group?
Yeah.
There was a lot of stress about this with, can we get to the convention on time? Like in Nevada, they said there was the expected start time of 10 a.m. and they ended up taking votes at 9:30 a.m.
Right.
And we really got screwed for the entire convention. So there was a lot of stress about, will this speech cause us to be late to the convention? And the campaign really didn't communicate very well with us or address our concerns very well. So the gavel time was originally 3 o'clock. The gavel time was originally 3. This meeting was supposed to be at 2, and it's on the other side of town. 1,900 people simply cannot make it. I'm from Philly, and 1,900 people can simply not make it from the center of the city all the way to South Philly to the Wells Fargo Center in 1 hour, assuming that Bernie Sanders says one single word, and then we immediately start going.
Right.
So then the gavel time was moved to 4 o'clock, and then this meeting was moved from 2 o'clock to now, which is 12:30, right?
Yeah, 12:30. And yeah, there were people who were talking about not coming to this to hear Bernie speak, even after the campaign said, hey, we'll get you there, because we really don't want to miss the gavel time. But, this was one thing that the campaign asked of us. They really asked us 2 things as delegates. One, stay at the official hotel. If you need to raise money, but stay at the official hotel because, we need you available when we need you. So that was, stressed from the beginning after we were all confirmed as delegates. And the second thing was, show up when the campaign says show up. And this was something the campaign asked all 1,900 of us to be at. So I'm happy that we're here. I'm happy that they moved it up. I think it took a lot of the stress away. Looking forward to seeing what they're going to say.
And it seems like a lot more delegates are now coming, but still there is some skepticism from some people that we're going to get screwed out of some votes at the beginning, and some people, I believe, are going to be going straight to the floor. Assuming, this was when it was still at 2 o'clock. So I'm wondering, I hope that we have most people here, and I'm very unwary or nervous about what he's going to be telling us.
It's going to be interesting. I think there's a lot of people, the breakfasts were telling, right? We've seen now on CNN, we've seen on several of the main media networks that the disruptions were real. We were chanting for Bernie. I'm not a fan of booing because I think if we're going to win, we need to do it with positivity. So I will chant for Bernie. I will, cheer for him, but I won't boo because I'm not about that. I don't want to be divisive like the Republicans. Let's win with positivity and passion. And I just don't think booing helps our cause.
This campaign is all about lifting up without bringing anybody else down. We don't compare. We don't say that Bernie is better than anyone. Just Bernie is good.
Yes.
We lift people up. That is the foundation of this campaign. Truth, lifting people up, no comparison or putting people down, and one other thing which I can't recall at the moment. Put light into the shadows.
Let's talk about the issues. Let's make this about the issues because beyond the presidency, we need to win back the House, but more than winning the House, we need to make the House more progressive. I think for too long now we have, hey. We're live here on Citizens Media.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I agree with everything she just said. Later she's going to realize who I am and it's going to wow her out. Love.
Hey, Killer Mike?
I am Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
How you doing?
We are really proud. I have to say.
Oh, can I get a picture? Absolutely.
Wait. I have to say that you have been one of the inspirations of this campaign for
Thank
me.
you so much. Well, you guys have inspired the hell out of me. Whenever a group of like disgruntled Democrats get together, I think that hope is possible. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you. I mean, your interview, your 6-part interview, was one of the most important moments of the campaign.
All right, everybody, make sure you get out and vote local too. Tuesday we got elections in Georgia. Get out and vote.
So thank you, Killer Mike.
Take a picture. Yeah, I will. No problem.
Yeah. Oh,
I gotta give him my card, guys. This is exciting.
We'll do it.
We're all short on hands.
Okay, I'll do that's done.
Or I can take it with both of you guys.
Love and respect.
Love and respect. Please, if I may.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you all right? Thank you so much. Hey,
I got my button.
so you're gonna hold the fist or the gun? Which one?
I'm gonna do the good.
Okay, I got it.
Sorry, fangirling again. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll see that I've now met 3 of the CNN anchors, and that might have been more exciting. No worries. Sorry. Do you have a camera? Like, can you take a picture of me with them?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to interrupt the feed.
Yeah, don't. No, I got it.
Okay. Oh, gonna get a picture real quick, guys. Sorry, we're just standing around here waiting. So. Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind me asking a couple questions.
Hey, can you grab a picture?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent.
Thank you. That was so exciting. Okay, I gotta get back here to my spot. Sorry, my bag's right here. Yeah, this one. No worries. All right.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Bethany just made a really great point. If you boo during the voice votes, it's going to count towards Hillary. So just, I mean, for real, like, let's be honest. We don't want her to win, right? But we want to be the party of positive power. We want to be the people party. And the people that shouldn't be booing, we should be cheering for our guy. So I really want to stress that, guys. Let's be positive. This is about more than Bernie. This is about a people's revolution. This is about, making sure that we have progressive candidates. Down ticket. This is making sure that DNC listens to the liberal base. We're here. The people are talking, and is the DNC listening? This is what's important. And I just want to make sure that the right things are emphasized, because we don't want to come off as being negative. We don't want to be obstructionists like the Republicans. We don't want to, we don't want to be the opposition. We want to be a part of the solution. And this is the solution. This is what democracy looks like. So, share with your friends. This is so exciting for me. This is my first Facebook Live. How am I doing? Let me know. If you want more of something, tell me. Less of something, awesome. Apparently I only get 90 minutes of live before I have to do a new one. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, sounds good. So, looks like the getting ready. Maybe there's more. I don't care. Got an awesome hat. Got an awesome dress. Loving the hats. We'll have some great hat game here.
It is.
It's just chaos.
So, we're making things happen. This is fantastic.
I have a brief announcement.
Got a brief announcement.
For those of you who got the song? Yeah. Okay. Larry's going to make a brief introduction, and then when Bernie comes in,
ladies and gentlemen, we need you to take your seats immediately. If you are standing, please find a chair. Thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
This is trouble.
feel free to pass them around.
Almost dropped the phone, sorry guys. I might need to find a chair. Thank you. You got a song? This is super exciting.
Hey, hey! So people could quiet down, take their seats. We only have a couple minutes.
This is and I'd like to be organized, but
Does everybody have one of these? Who's ready to fight for our revolution? Who's ready to stand up and fight back? Who's never, never, never giving up? Okay, Claire is going to talk for 2 minutes about this, and we need your help. We need your leadership.
All right, thank you. Thank you all for coming in and taking one of these forms on your way in. Who here is ready to continue the political revolution? Good. Good, because we're going to need all of you to make that happen. Just like this campaign, this movement is going to be led by all of you going forward in this next critical phase. We're going to ask you to do everything that we asked you to do on this campaign and more. We're going to ask you to get on the phones and knock on doors and host events or attend events with your neighbors and join special volunteer teams and support thousands of grassroots candidates who are running for office, including probably many of you here in this room. So that we can stop the TPP. So that we can pass tuition-free college. So that we can expand healthcare. So we can take on the big banks. So we can end mass incarceration and the war on black lives. So that we can ban fracking and keep fossil fuels in the ground. And so that we can take over this government at every level with candidates who support the political revolution. Okay, and all of that begins in just a few weeks in late August when we are going to formally launch an exciting organization that some of you have probably already read a little bit about, and that's called Our Revolution. That's going to be the organization that continues the legacy of this campaign and keeps the movement alive on all the issues and on all the fights that we need to keep working for. We're going to launch Our Revolution the same exact way that we launched this campaign, with gatherings across the country, large and small, house parties and large events led by you, the volunteers. How many of you participated in our July 29th organizing kickoff last year, almost a year ago? And look how far we've come in just a year. Just a year ago, everyone was saying that this was a fringe campaign. We were never going to crack 5%. And look at how far we've come. And it's going to be the same thing with Our Revolution in a year. Woo! So, you all got a sheet on your way in. That is a sign-up sheet to be an event host, to host a launch party for Our Revolution. And we're hoping that as many of you as possible will fill out these forms. Now, probably many of you have already hosted tons of events, so this is old hat for you. But let me just tell you, once you fill out that form, you're going to get an email that's going to give you details on the events and everything that you need to know, and you're going to be able to edit the event or cancel it if you need to. You're going to get support from tons of volunteers. We're going to contact you and give you all of the information multiple times, so you're going to be well prepared, and we will be identifying the exact date very, very soon, but for now, please just fill out as much of that form as you possibly can, and volunteers are going to be coming around to collect the forms from you. There are volunteers with pens, volunteers with more sheets, so grab one of those forms, and then when you're done, hand your form into a volunteer who's collecting the forms, and let's see how many of these we can possibly make so that we can make this launch as big as possible and go into this next this long-term phase of this political revolution with as much momentum as possible. So who here is going to stand up and be one of the people who's going to lead this political revolution going forward by hosting a launch event? Raise your hands. All right. That's like almost everybody in this room. If all of you hands follow through on that and you host one of these events, this next phase of this movement is going to be even bigger and more powerful than this campaign. As amazing as it is to even think that we could go beyond what we did in this campaign, that's what we have to do. That's what the issues demand that we do, and that's what we're going to do thanks to all of you. So thank you all so much. Fill out those forms, get it from a volunteer, and then turn them back in. We've got to get them back from you. And we may hear from Larry again, and then Bernie is going to be here very, very he's all in by the time Bernie comes in, okay?
All right. So I actually have all forms. I have it right here. I'll show you what it looks like. Maybe someone can like capture a screenshot, and all of you guys following can sign up too. I think we need to move. This is trouble. All right. Here's the citizens media. Okay, I'm going to show you this form. Take a screenshot and, sign up. We'll probably send it to the campaign. Okay, here it is. That's not going to work. I realize that's like let's see if I can do this. Find this. Go and fill out one of these forms. It's important. They were just talking about it. Because in the brief interlude, I can tell you.
How y'all doing?
Here we go.
Hello, how are y'all doing? I'm a rapper. Hold on, let me get it straight. Hello, how y'all doing? Look, I was just on the phone with my mother, and she was like, well, what did you dress like? And I said, well, all I had was blue jeans and a t-shirt. And she said, well, wear a gold chain, because that's like a tie for a rapper. My name is Michael Render, for all that are listening. Professionally, I'm known as Killer Mike. And about a year ago, I fell in love with an old, crazy, haircutted white guy who's from Brooklyn but was repping for Vermont. His name is Senator Bernard Sanders, and we've all been on a journey with him. If you've been pro-Bernie, let me hear you make some noise. Let me hear you make some noise. If they need to hear us outside of this room, let me hear you make some noise. Now, I was at Coachella early this year. We did a big show, and the thing that about that show is when Senator Sanders popped up on the screen, all the young people in that crowd went crazy. And I'm here to tell you today, when your stupid family members call you and try to give you sympathy and say, oh, poor Bernie, tell them to shut up. Because this is the deal. A revolution does not end with a presidential campaign. We have been dramatically transformed. We have higher expectations, and good enough is no longer good enough. Whether we're black, gay or lesbian, Muslim, a woman, an indigenous person, a member of the nurses pack, we all have a common oppressor. We all have a common enemy. It is money in politics. It is corporations before human beings. And today, if you want this revolution to continue, make some noise. If you would like for it to continue, to make some noise. This piece of paper requires your information. This piece of paper makes sure that the work that you have been doing for the last year is not in vain. Sign this piece of paper. Go back home, vote in your local elections. If you're from Georgia, I better see you voting Tuesday. If you're from Georgia, I better see you voting. This political revolution is not for now, it is forever. I love each and every one of you all. If you're feeling the burn, say Bernie, 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 Bernie. Absolutely. I love you guys, and remember, look around you. Look at the different races, look at the different ages, look at the different sections, and know this, this is what the Democratic Party should look like. This is what the Democratic Party should vote like. This is what the Democratic Party is. Make some damn noise. If you're going to go home and vote, make some noise. If you're going to make sure this revolution does not die, make some noise. If the other side better adopt some of our platform really quickly, make some noise. I love you all, and I'm going to go sit out here and sit with you guys and take pictures and make sure our guy comes in right. Love you guys. Bernie, Bernie.
You still feel the burn.
So these are all of Bernie's delegates. There's more than 1,900 of us in the room.
Just take a second, y'all. And we have Ms. Rosario Dawson coming up. Guys, I gotta tell you, on one side of my family, I descend from 7 soldiers in the Revolution. And on the other, from 2 black statesmen during Reconstruction. My grandma is 100 years old and is the granddaughter of runaway slaves, and she's excited about the power of Bernie's revolution. As a nation, what makes us great is that we make and remake ourselves every century. That there are great movements, yes, and great social movements, but ultimately there are great political movements that chart our course away from hate and towards love. That chart our course away from greed and towards what all our children need. And right now, in this movement, there may be some people outside of here who say that our power is waning. But I can tell you that when you grow up in a family of revolutionaries, what you know is that moments like this are just the beginning. Hold your head high. Know that the Democratic Party has the most progressive platform in its history because of you. Know that superdelegates are on the way out and democracy is on its way in because of you.
That's right. That's right. Tell it like it is, honey.
And know that we will win great progressive victories from coast to coast in states and localities across this country this fall and every fall thereafter because of you.
Yeah, away from hate and towards love. Let's be the power of positivity. I'm tired of scatting.
Bernie! But I think you want to hear a bit more from Ms. Dawson.
Now, y'all want to hear from Bernie. just like I do. I love you. I have to say, I love all of you so much.
She loves us. We love her too.
You know, victory has many different ways of showing themselves. And when I am talking to a delegate here who tells me that the most natives out of any that are brought onto a delegation is here with Bernie Sanders, that's victorious. When they're talking about the platform being the most progressive in history, that's victory, right? Like, he's got 1,900 plus, delegates. We're here. We're just supposed to fall in line and go with what the party wants. And we went, no. We went, no, right? Because it's not about Bernie. And we've been saying that the whole time, but I don't think they believed it because so many other people are running because of ego. And that's not what this is about. That's not what Not Me, Us is about. It's us showing up and making sure that we're represented, no matter which party, no matter which platform, because the people need to win in November, no matter who wins, right? So I just want to say thank you so much for standing up for me and for you and you and you, for people whose names you will never know, for communities and neighbors and neighborhoods that you will never even visit. And you have made it possible for their children to have access to education. You're making it possible with the Fight for 15 to make sure that people have a minimum wage that's necessary, and hopefully that we can attach to inflation, right? Like, we're trying to make these issues to the best that they can be so that we can help each other, not just that we can just boast and be like, yeah, we won. Yeah, it's not about that. I'm seeing this pettiness that's going on outside. I don't understand. We really need, and the issues that are getting traction on, if you notice, are the ones that have the most organization behind them. Because please do understand, especially in regards to someone like Hillary Clinton, who I have said before and I stand by, is not a leader, she is a follower. And so she follows public opinion on things. So if we stay strong on universal health care, if we stay strong on the Fight for 15, if we stay strong on all of these things, which is what this paper represents, our revolution is dependent on your time, your energy, your blood, sweat, and tears, your sweat equity, your persistence, your commitment, your dynamism, you and us making we together. That's what this is making sure that not only do we not get a nice platform put together, because that's just a piece of paper, right? But what stands behind that piece of paper is if we keep pushing so that it's not just getting votes in the primary and pandering, it's not just getting a non-four-fight kind of convention. It's about making sure that this is the platform that goes into November and beyond. And if it doesn't, if the promises of 100 days aren't there, then civil disobedience will follow. Because we are serious about these issues. And that, I just want to be really clear, just in case, because I mentioned Hillary Clinton, I'm talking about Bernie. Is this like an issue about Bernie? No. This would be true if Bernie were the nominee, because he'd need us to help him to get these issues across. This would be true, it will be true if Hillary becomes the nominee, because we're going to need to hold her accountable to the promises that are being made right now and make sure that we push them even further, because I can't keep being thanked for pulling her more to the left if she doesn't stick to it. Right? This is vehemently true if Trump becomes president, right? Because he's the one who's saying no to the TPP deal. And we're saying the same thing, and if the Democratic platform doesn't accept it and then Trump becomes president because of it, that's not our fault or lack of trying. So stay
the course. Our current DNC chair, after Deborah Wasserman Schultz had to step down, and then Donna Brazil had to step down, who was also implicated in the DNC leaks. And now Fudge is there. He's coming in now. Fudge came in. She said he should have given up before 30 states had even voted. So we don't have someone in the platform right now in the chair who's with us. So we have to stick together, because all along this way we've been told we can't get any traction, and look at how far we've come. Because we didn't listen. And now we have to listen to Bernie and see how we can take this revolution to the next level. Know that I am with all of you, and we are taking this all the way to November and beyond. Go team, this is our revolution. Don't stop the fierceness. Keep bringing that love.
So guess who's about to come in? So whose revolution is this? Whose revolution is it? Who's ready to stand up and fight back? We are! What do we do when we're under attack? Okay, so everybody has signed these. It may be boring compared to Rosario and Killer Mike and Ben, but the way we have kept this going is by volunteers and leaders and standing up, bringing people into our houses. The main thing we want to take out of here this week is that we are united. We are not giving up. We will work on every level, not just to elect people, but to change our nation. Bernie Sanders has been doing that his entire life.
Guys, if you can't tell, Bernie's about to come out.
I grew up right near here in North Philadelphia. My great-grandmother owned the house, and she said, "I'll watch your feet, not your mouth." People say anything in election season, but it's about what they do. It's about how they walk, not just how they talk. And Bernie Sanders has been walking with us, and 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 he will continue to walk with us, to walk with us, to fight with us, to stand with us. Welcome our leader, our fighter, our amazing candidate for President of the United States, Bernie Sanders. Thank you. Thank you all. Let me begin by thanking all of you for being here today and for the incredible support you have provided our campaign and the political revolution over the last year. You have heard me say a million times that this campaign is not just about electing a president, as important as that is. It is building a movement to transform this country. Election days come and go, but the fight for social, economic, racial, and environmental justice continues. The support we have received from every state in this country has been extraordinary, and the grassroots activism is unprecedented in modern American history. Make no mistake about it, we have made history. As all of you will recall, when we began this campaign over a year ago, we were considered to be fringe players by the establishment and the corporate media. Well, a year has come and gone. We're not fringe players anymore. We have shown the entire world that our ideas are not some crazy, wild, utopian fantasies. They are ideas supported by working people from one end of this country to the other. We showed that the American people want a bold, progressive agenda that takes on the billionaire class, that fights for racial, social, economic, and environmental justice, and that will create a government that represents all Americans and not just a handful of wealthy campaign contributors. We won 13 million votes across this country, and more importantly, in virtually every state that we competed, we won by a considerable margin, the young people of this country.
Talking to his delegates at the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia.
We won the votes from young people who are white, who are black, who are Latino, who are Asian American, who are Native American. Young people, by definition, are the future of America. We have set the agenda for the future of America. We won 23 Democratic primary and caucus contests. We won over 1,800 pledged delegates. Welcome to Philadelphia. And by the way, while it is true, we did not get many super delegates. We won 46% of the pledged delegates. Our campaign put together hundreds of thousands of volunteers across the country. People who are out knocking on doors, making phone calls, making the contacts that a progressive movement has to make. And we showed We showed in a way that will change politics in our country forever that you can run a competitive national campaign without begging billionaires for campaign contributions. All of us are proud that we are the only campaign not to have a super PAC. In an unprecedented way, we received 8 million individual campaign contributions, averaging $27. We focused on issues the establishment has pushed under the rug for too long. Our people participated in writing the platform in meetings held in St. Louis a few weeks ago and in Orlando last week, and I want to thank them for their great work. Despite the fact that our people were a minority on the platform writing committee, we came out of that committee with, by far, the most progressive platform ever written in the history of the Democratic Party. Just the other day, the Democratic Rules Committee met, and once again, we won a major victory in transforming the Democratic Party. In the next presidential election, instead of having 715 superdelegates, there will be 250. A 60% decline. There will also be commissions working to end closed primaries and bring about other needed reforms. As I think all of you know, Debbie Wasserman Schultz resigned yesterday. Her resignation opens up the possibility of new leadership at the top of the Democratic Party that will stand with working people. And that will open the doors of the party to those people who want real change. In addition, as a result of our political successes in a number of states, there are now at least 5 chairs of state Democratic parties who were elected as part of the political revolution. This is just some of what we have accomplished. The question now is, where do we go from here? How do we build on our successes? How do we continue the political revolution? Number one, in my view, and this is not easy stuff given the nature of corporate media in America, but number one, we have got to be strong and consistent in making it clear that what we want to achieve is nothing less than the transformation of American society.
Thank you again, brother.
That means ending the 40-year decline of the American middle class and creating an economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%. That means ending the immoral and grotesque level of income and wealth inequality in this country today. It is wrong, it is not sustainable when the top 1/10 of 1% owns as much wealth as the bottom 90%. We will change that. In the midst of massive income and wealth inequality, yes, the wealthy and large corporations will start paying their fair share of taxes. When millions of our brothers and sisters here in Philadelphia and Vermont and all over this country are working for starvation wages, yes, we will raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Whether it is Flint, Michigan, or hundreds of other communities around this country, we will rebuild our crumbling infrastructure and create millions of decent paying jobs. Yes, we will end our disastrous trade policies, including the TPP. And starting today, we are going to do everything we can to make sure that TPP does not come to the floor of Congress during the lame duck session. We will proudly continue the fight for a single-payer Medicare for all healthcare system. Healthcare is a right for all people. We understand what Donald Trump does not understand. Climate change is real, and it is already doing devastating harm to this planet. Yes, we are going to transform our energy system away from fossil fuel to energy efficiency and sustainable energy. Yes, we are going to reform a broken criminal justice system. We want our young people at decent jobs or in school, not rotting in jail cells. And yes, we are going to achieve comprehensive immigration reform and a path towards citizenship. Those are some of the ideas that we must continue to fight for every single day. Secondly, immediately, right now, we have got to defeat Donald Trump. And we have got to elect Hillary Clinton and
is the real world that we live in. Trump is a bully and a demagogue. Trump has made bigotry and hatred the cornerstone of his campaign. Throughout this campaign, he has insulted Mexicans and Latinos. He has insulted Muslims. He has insulted women and African Americans. Thank you. Trump does not respect the Constitution of the United States or civil liberties. That is not just my opinion. That is what many conservative Republicans believe. Trump is a danger for the future of our country and must be defeated. And I intend to do everything I can to see that he is defeated. Further, it seems to me that if we are going to turn this country around and defeat right-wing extremism, we need to build a movement that is prepared to fight every level of government, from the school board to the city councils, the county commissioners, to the United States Senate. My hope is that our revolution will be supporting at least 100 candidates all across this country. And by the way, as all of you know, real politics is not necessarily sexy. Knocking on doors, talking to people, handing out leaflets, sending out emails. But that is what we need to do. This campaign, for me personally, has obviously been an extraordinary and unbelievable experience. And what has made it so extraordinary is that coming from a small state, I have had the opportunity to visit 46 states throughout this country, and many of you personally. And what I want to say, I want everybody to appreciate this. There are extraordinarily wonderful and beautiful people all over this country. I have met people in every state, young people, working people, old people, people from every race and every religion, who have hope in their eyes and are prepared to come together to transform our country. This campaign has been a fantastic beginning and from today onward, we continue the fight. Thank you all very much.
Coming right by here, guys. Guys, he's coming right by here. I gotta stand by
Okay, guys. Everybody has to back up. I need you guys to move back to the wheel. Go. I can't believe you just did me. We're not on the first day. She just did me. All right.
Alright, so I'm like, we're completely jammed in here, but that was kind of amazing. I got a little bit emotional at one point, because we are the future. The importance of this cannot be understated. Everybody needs to get involved. This is the time. Call your congressmen, call your superdelegates. We have a little bit of time still before a vote, but I mean, he's right. We can't let Trump win. We can't give up all the ground that we fought for, because you know what? If Hillary, she's not going to be great, we can take back the presidency in 4 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of us in this room.
Let's fight for progressive candidates in the House.
And be conscious of others around you. Thank you.
In the Senate, and let's not be the party of opposition. Let's be the positive party. You know, let's.
Let's ask this person some questions.
Yeah. We're gonna have.
So we're with Citizens Media TV on Facebook, okay? Are you sure you're okay?
What do you guys do?
We're just covering live streams of all this DNC. I'm a delegate. Actually, we're all delegates.
We're all delegates here.
So we just like to ask if
One big
it's
family.
okay.
Sure.
So, all right. So, could you tell us your name?
Sure. My name's Danae Evans. I'm from Washington State. I'm a national delegate for Bernie Sanders.
And just tell us what you're feeling.
Sure. I was elected to support Bernie in this movement. And I wasn't coming here expecting that Bernie was going to tell me to vote for Hillary Clinton. And I never thought that I would hear Bernie tell me to do that.
Well, he didn't actually say those words.
He said to tell me.
He said defeat Trump.
He said we need to work together.
We need to work to get a liquor.
He said it indirectly, but he didn't. I just want to be clear. He didn't say it directly, but he
Sure.
clearly implied it.
You know, there's a lot going on, and I hope he didn't mean that, because at the end of the day, I'm here to support Bernie. And I believe in our revolution. I believe in supporting down-ticket candidates. But it hurts and it stings to hear our man, Bernie Sanders, say that we need to help get Hillary elected.
We need to defeat Trump, you know.
But I mean, I see this as the stage of the revolution where he is starting, like he spent this whole campaign teaching us, right? Some speeches have been so repetitive because they've taught to teach us all of these things, right? And I'm sort of seeing this as this is the point where he's basically taught us everything that he could teach us, and not that we should be voting for Hillary Clinton, but that it's time for us to become the revolution, and he's sort of letting us go. So he's taught us to fish, and now he needs to let us go, and we need to take the revolution the way that we feel that it needs to go forward, whether that's voting for Hillary to stop Trump, or whether that's Bernie or bust, or whatever that is. So, do you have any more feelings about it?
I can tell you that Bernie gave me a nice hug and a nice kiss, and I do feel a little better. At this point, I guess that's up to everybody else to decide on which way they want to go.
It's up to us now, you know.
We do need to continue with being progressive and stopping the hate and the bigotry and the racism. I just love Bernie so much.
What do you feel? I mean, this week you're going to be voting for Bernie, as I am too.
Absolutely.
There's no chance I'm voting for Hillary. And it's at the convention. There's no chance I'm voting for Hillary. But after this, let's assume that Hillary does become the nominee. What do you see yourself doing? Not just in this, well, first in this election, and going forward.
I mean, I've been doing this for like 4 months, and I'm just going off of everything I learned. I never paid attention in history class. Fell asleep, didn't care. Can't tell you who the 5th president of the United States is. Can't tell you that much about historical leaders or wars. I don't know that much. But the things that I've learned over the last few months, working at the campaign office and working with the Bernie campaign, is how to organize.
Now, I just have to say, so we're getting some responses. People are saying, Bernie's a traitor. And I have to say, you guys, he's doing the best he can. You could feel his heart breaking in that speech. He's with us, and we're with him. This revolution
is about more than Bernie. This is about the people taking back our power, about making sure that our voices are heard to the DNC. This is about making sure beyond the DNC, you guys.
It's not even about Bernie being a traitor. We all know how corrupt this system is. You think Bernie wants to get up there and say these things he's been saying about Hillary Clinton all along, over and over again? A guy got shot that worked for the DNC. Who knows what Bernie has been told? He doesn't want to say these things.
Right,
he has to.
I would like to say that as far as Bernie feeling like Bernie's been a traitor, he's done nothing so far that he hasn't promised since the beginning of this campaign. Yes, he sort of did it a little earlier than he suggested, that he was going to go all the way to the campaign, that he was not going to endorse Hillary, he was going to go all the way to the campaign. He endorsed her before the campaign. Convention. He endorsed her before the convention, going all the way to the convention. So the timing was unexpected. And
hello. Hey everybody, my name's Kyle Machado. I'm here with the campaign. If you a form to host an event, if you filled out a form to host an event, there are people going around collecting those forms. You can either find somebody who's holding their hand up. People are collecting them at the door as you walk out.
We gotta sign off.
Forget to turn those in.
Melissa Demian, I'm a delegate from California's 26th Congressional District. find me on Facebook, find me on Twitter. D as in David, E, M as in Mary, Y-A-N as in Nancy. You'll recognize me, my
we'll
picture.
Put it in the comments. We'll put it in the comments.
Well, he'll put me in the comments. I'm very new to this, so please, feedback is welcome. I want to do this more.
So she's our newest correspondent. Obviously, a really good job, and she's going to hopefully continue. I'm going to be continuing as well, posting. I'm going to be on the floor all day long. This is not fun. This is not exciting. This is a job. And I want to thank you very much.
Yeah, again, Danae Evans from Washington State. This isn't, I mean, look at the bags under my eyes. I haven't slept more than 4 hours every night since I've been elected. But don't get it wrong, I love what I'm doing because we're out here and we're trying to make a difference. And just remember, you guys, if you want to make a difference, get out there and volunteer. And, you can just get on social media
Run for
and post
office.
things. Running for office might sound ambitious, but just go to your local office Democrat meeting. I mean, just show up for 5 minutes, talk to somebody, make a friend, talk to your neighbor, start a conversation, ask them who they're voting for. You never know what's going to happen once you just open up a dialogue with somebody on the things that matter. Share your personal story. Talk about the issues that matter to you. Do you care about health care? Is your auntie in the hospital? Single payer? I mean, it all evolves around each other. It's a big circle. Next thing you know, you're at the Democratic National Convention of 2020.
I want to close. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I love you guys.
I want to close out. I just want to close out by saying that for me, and I sort of feel like it's somewhat you share this, is that I never did anything politics before Bernie Sanders except for vote. I never heard of him before late August last year, and now my life has completely changed. And my whole life is dedicated to this revolution. I don't just mean until November. I mean my whole life going forward is dedicated to this. And I really feel to some extent that Bernie Sanders has taught me how to grow up. And it's been quite an adventure. So we'll see what happens. So we'll see you on the floor. We're not done, but this event is over and we got to get to the convention floor.
And for me, signing off, I, growing up, always wanted to be involved with politics because I really feel a strong sense of vocation towards being a public servant. And the running joke that I'm now serious about, I'm going to run for president in the year 2040 as a human rights candidate. I studied in Dublin, Ireland at Trinity College, sociology, politics, philosophy, and economics. And the one thing that I wrote about in my dissertation was the individual's role in socio-political change and human rights, and how the next 10 years, 15 years from now, the conversation is going to be about us coming together the way that we have here and claiming our rights. This was the first step. Bernie got the ball rolling in a way that we haven't seen since the New Deal. So this is so important. This is so monumentally important. Share with your friends. The revolution will be tweeted. I mean, I'm new to this, but this is what's going to happen. It's there weren't, I don't think, huge press media in here. I'm not sure.
The press was not allowed in.
Yeah, the press wasn't allowed in here. We're your delegates. You elected us, and we're here to serve you. So thank you so much for following. We're going to keep sharing. You will not hear me boo because I believe in the power of positive people. I think we're going to get a lot more done if we remain positive and fighting for the issues that we're all passionate about. I will cheer for our man Bernie till I've lost my voice, but you won't hear me boo. So I got to get to the convention. This is just the sort of warm up to the vote that we're going to be having later. So thanks, guys. We will be back online soon. Stay by your computer if you want to follow us more.
Citizens Media TV.
Citizens Media TV.
Facebook.com/Citizens Media TV. Share it. And if you're a delegate and you want to help us, we need people to join us. So make some comments of you'd like to help, or send us a message, and we'll hook you up. We need multiple people doing this. All right,
Sweet.
thanks.
Love you guys. Thank you. Chat soon. Bye.